Slap Battles has been around for almost 5.5 years, and there have been a lot of eras inside of those 5.5 years. But which one of those were the best? Well, that's what I'm attempting to find out inside of this video, so I guess I'll just get into it. To figure out what the best era is, we first have to define what that even means. It essentially just means a distinctly different point of time. So like how the industrial era is different to the Victorian era, because they are like, you could easily tell that they were different. So now I'm gonna figure out what the different eras are. I could only find one video with this era, and it's just the trailer, so I'm gonna have to overanalyze this a little bit. If we slow down this part right here, then we can see the full arena right behind him. And one thing that I can immediately tell is that there are no badge gloves in there. Although it's really hard to tell which gloves are on there. Although we can automatically tell that there's Flash, Swapper, and God's Hand because they showcase the abilities. On to the next era. Again, I could only really find one video with this era, and I had to translate it because it's in Spanish, but it was just essentially this guy talking about how to get the bus glove. Sadly, he didn't really screen record this video, he just took screenshots, and we can tell that there's no Moai Island, and I already know that there's going to be no Cannon Island or Slapple Island, so I guess that it was just a one main island and then 3 side islands. So I guess I'm just going to move on to the next era now. The expansion era is where they began to add a few more gloves. They didn't exactly add them like they do now, but they still were sprinkling a few inside of their updates. This is also whenever the Killstreak fan games used to get really big. So like, I think this one was the first one that was made, but there are definitely a few others. I used to play a lot of these fan games like a few years ago. Honestly, they're not even that bad. This era is kind of like the least and most important era all at the same time, because it doesn't really add that much to the game, but it kind of sculpted it into like what it is today. And speaking of what it is today, it's time for the final era. This is a great era. They've added like hundreds of gloves during this era, and they're all creative. It's like, I don't want to glaze, but I don't think that there's a better era to this one. I'll just showcase a few of these gloves, just so you can see how good the modern era of Slap Battles is. I feel like the camera glove perfectly encapsulates modern Slap Battles because it's like a complicated glove, and they just made it work inside of this silly little game. Elastic is another great example because it shows that they can have variety and also have unique gloves, which is just a really important thing. No matter what your playstyle is, there's always going to be a glove that's perfect for you. And I feel like that's the reason that Modern is the best era. So I guess that's my end thing. Modern is the best one. Okay, you can subscribe now, please.